everyone. I'm going to be reading aloud this book, Painting for Peace in Ferguson, by Carol Swartout Klein. There's been a lot in the news recently. There was a lot in the news at the time of the Ferguson protests, uprising, whatever you want to call it. And I think that looking at these paintings is a good way to think about how you could respond to things that are happening today. This book is really cool. It's pictures of people who painted all the boarded up buildings in Ferguson after a lot of the windows were broken there. But I guess you'll find out more about that in the book. Painting for Peace in Ferguson. The foreword is a quote. It says, "When I was a boy, I would see scary things on the news. My mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" By Fred Rogers. Dedicated to the people of Ferguson and St. Louis as they begin the steps of healing and creating a stronger and better community. In the small town of Ferguson in 2014, some people did things that were meaner than mean. Some people were mad, some people were sad, but everyone, everywhere, felt pretty bad. Police were there, and protesters too. People were scared, didn't know what to do. Some locked their windows, boarded windows up tight. Some locked their doors, boarded windows up tight to help keep them safe all through the long night. But when morning came, folks took one look around and said, "We don't like the looks of our town." See, that's one of the buildings that was boarded up. "We have an idea. We know what to do. We'll bring out our paints, red, yellow, and blue. We'll paint up those boards that make us feel down. We'll paint pictures of love and bring hope to the town." And so they came out on a day sunny and bright. Young folks and old folks, black folks and white. They went up to the north and down south near Shaw. With their paints and their brushes, and started to draw. They drew pictures of peace, of hope, and of light that show love's even stronger than the darkest of nights. Some art had sayings. This one says, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better." It's not. That's from the Lorax. Some art had sayings with words that have power. They thought they could bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. Other art was from nature. A tree, bird, or flower. Some dazzled with colors that danced in the light. Look at that rainbow bird. Other art was more bold, using just black and white. As they looked down the street, they were proud of their art. Because for things to get better, we must each do our part. We'll reach out to each other as we work side by side. And love one another, both in and outside. The work is not finished. There's much more to be done. But this art shows the spirit of a new Ferguson. And then here are all the artists who participated. Here are the names of everybody. The story of painting in Ferguson would not be possible if it were not for the work of more than 300 artists, volunteers, church groups, and whole families listed here who gave their time and talent. Despite cold weather and busy holiday schedules, they chose to make a difference in their community in November 2014. As the businesses have made repairs, the plywood boards and their artwork, once so vital to lifting Ferguson's spirits, have come down. This book, however, will continue to capture this moment of goodwill and community outreach and the compelling works of art that were the result. And there's a little bit more about all the artwork. So today, as you think about things in the news, remember the helpers, and hopefully you can help yourself see the beauty that's around. Make an artwork that is hopeful for a brighter future than our current reality.